What's going on, guys? It's your boy Cash. No intro. We're going to be doing some pure MFO stuff today. I wanted to talk about the potential 7 banners. You never know, they might do something crazy, they might do something cool. When it comes down to what I'm talking about, I'm obviously talking about the Summer Festa event. It looks like they are going to release characters very similar to First Guardian, and they showed in their animation that they're going to be releasing 7 characters. First Guardians is 7 characters. The Awakening is 7 characters. I think the Past is 7 characters too. All of them being the same format, which is 2 golds, which are 28 to pity currently in the game, and then the rest are going to be black. And the First Guardians, they did do a blue fake core, but I'm thinking that those are going to be few far in between. I don't think that that's going to be a regular thing for each thing. It also has been leaked, which I'm only talking about this just for transparency reasons, and because they can switch it up if they want to, but it has been leaked. It's supposed to be Iris and Valentina. Me saying that honestly means nothing, because the importance of this conversation is not who is the gold, is when does the gold drop. And I think that that's really important. A lot of people, I think, are a little bit concerned. I get constant questions in my discords, I'm getting constant questions in my comment section about, should I save? Should I summon for Scarlet? I just revealed in FC Scarlet's video that the Summer's Blessing in the Ice Shower actually does not work. Not that it doesn't work how we intended it, but it's actually not that strong of a counter to Bathory and Anna. Meaning is that the frost damage immunity, actually what it does is makes you take no damage. If you guys do not know that when you take no damage, you literally does not trigger Wrath, it doesn't trigger Dragon Scale or anything like that. So for people that have been telling me the strategy of, oh, just let Bathory hit you, this is a counter to that. Like, it's not going to trigger your Dragon Scale, it's not going to trigger your Wrath, she's not going to die. You have to be able to follow up damage after you use the frost damage immunity to get the kills. Which, not that that's a bad thing, but it just works a little bit more differently, because I think people might have been thinking you could do both. Bathory will kill herself, and then you'll have this attack buff, and then you'll be able to sweep through. So these characters are very pivotal in my opinion, based on their ability to trigger Ice Shower, which is when you have a buff on you, you pretty much have stun capability on your skills, which is pretty crazy. The animation looks cool, I love all that stuff, but like a character like Scarlet, outside of the getting the attack buff from Summer's Blessing, has absolutely no way to trigger that. So the characters that are going to be better are going to be Iris, who is supposedly one of the golds. Degas is going to be ridiculous. Those 2 characters are going to be the best. Glenn's going to be able to do it for himself, little selfish fuck, but it doesn't make sense because his AoE ability already has a stun on top of it, so it's kind of useless. So the whole thing of the Summer, the Ice Shower and the Summer's Blessing, is that you want to use these characters with buffs, like characters that buff them and stuff like that, which is cool. But the main discussion is, when do each one drop? Like, because right now we have Black Scarlet, right? Black Fake Core Scarlet, and then we're gonna have, who knows, if we do the math, so in order to do 28 summons, you're gonna need 19,600, right? And in order to do 19, you need 13,000. So if you were to luck out like I did, I was saving up, I had enough to pity Scarlet at that point. So I lucked out, only did 1, fantastic. I can technically do another 19 if I wanted to, because I still have above 13,000. If that was a gold, I would have had to have been racking up and saving for the entire week, possibly to get that 1 gold, and hopefully I would have got it. If I would have got it earlier, obviously, woohoo, save some ZEUZ and be in a good spot. Now, the thing about the reason why this is a discussion is because they are inconsistent in how they do things. As soon as the first character revealed was not a gold, in the same way that Zeon was the first one and he was gold, now it throws a wrench into everyone's plans. How long do I have to save for? Now, I don't think it's conducive, I don't think it's helpful to say, well, just save it until they drop it, because if they drop the 2 golds at the end, right? Let's say you saved up all this time, which technically wouldn't be that bad, right? The golds are at the end of the event. It's the 6th and 7th week, and you have enough now. For some reason, you were able to save 39,000 ZEUZ, because that's how much it costs, 39,200 ZEUZ to summon twice, to be able to pity summon twice. Because if you summon without being able to pity and don't get it, then you're just screwed for the rest of the month or whatever like that. You can't rely on that. I know some people try to give me statistics on that, like, well, technically a few banners you're gonna luck out. Well, that doesn't change the fact when you don't. When people more likely than not are going to have to pity. It's a 1% chance. If the chances were higher than that, I would say, oh, well, sorry, it's a 1% chance to get the trigger of a faded, and then it's 0.5 or 0.5, I think, for gold, 0.7 for a black. It's not really reliable to say, well, just summon anyway. You can't. You can throw 1 or 2 at a banner, but you can't reliably throw any more than that, because then you're gonna mess up your chance of actually obtaining the character. I think, and what I'm calling for in this video, is that they have some type of consistent release schedule. If you guys are sticking to your guns, and you know, companies do this from time to time, they stick to their guns, like, hey, we're dropping banners every week. Pony up, bro. Pony up. Get your ZEUZ in order, or get your money in order. Fuck you if you don't agree. Now, does that make them greedy? Not necessarily, because after a while, if you stay in the game, be willing to accept that that's how they're going to do things. That's just how it is, and if you don't like it, then leave, kind of thing. What I try to do is invoke change. I try to ask for them to change their methodology so I don't have to leave. And it could be me being selfish, but I say that in hopes that if people agree with me, that there's a loud enough majority that we can come to them as a complaint, because they listen, and they'll listen, and they'll change the way that they do things, because that's the whole thing, right? They listen to us, then okay, so if I can make enough noise, and enough of us can make enough noise, then they should change stuff like this, right? Now, the complaint has been for a while, like that I've been saying, is that we should be getting enough ZEUZ so that we can do 2.5 banners. And what I mean by that is the ability to summon on 2 banners and have enough to at least go through half of another one. Now, the problem is that when they're mixing up the banners, when it's 1928 blue banners, which are, I hope they just don't do that often, or if at all. I do not like the concept of blue fake cores. I think the blue fake cores are a decent idea, but should not be something that you summon for. I think that should be something that is in the game, like another resource in the game. Like, I'll be honest, you could take the whole entirety of unlock potential and just put the blue fake core stuff in there, just add it in there, that you can utilize. You want to increase your wasted red units, explore the wasted red area and make it better, and make it like, make that area more popular, make it more or wealthy and stuff like that. It will be like Age of Empires, StarCraft bullshit. Like, you're just sitting there raising the value of this area, and then, you know, now wasted red units are better, they have better training, they have better HP because they're eating better. You can make it all storyline related or some shit. But to summon for a character that for some reason boosts their abilities up just seems fucking dumb. He's not even like especially when you use Baraka, like, he's not like a leader. I would understand like someone like Rudley or Garth, like someone that's like actually like a general or a teacher in the storyline, so it makes sense that his presence in the battle or whatever invokes that from the people or something. I digress. Anyway, that's just the blue fake core idea. I just wanted to address that too. Let me know if you like that. Also, like, comment, subscribe if you like this discussion. I like to do these every once in a while, where it's not like a video, it's anything like that, it's just a discussion. So we don't have consistency of banners. They won't tell us. They won't take my idea of it being a monthly thing, where it's a monthly banner and then you just summon and then you get mileage to get all the black cores first and then the golds at the end. They don't want to do that. They don't release the information on the characters so that we can make an informed decision. Xeon is technically not that strong. All he has is that one thing with Dishearten, right? Which synergizes with Rachel. FC Rara has a synergy with Tranquil, but she's stupidly strong without that thing. Xeon's stupidly strong without it as well. But the synergies with those characters, I would think you can't really debate that FC Rara is stronger, and she's also better within the meta of Bathory. It's better to get Bathory and utilize that than to get Rachel and utilize Xeon. I think most of us can agree on that. So when you have Valentina, who's definitely going to have most likely something with Surfraken, so because she already does, right? Or they can make her the first unit that has double like unique passives, that like if you have Surfraken and if you have Rachel that this happens, like, because disheartened kind of makes funny, like, you know, sexy chick and she's disheartened. If you're disheartened and you can't get with her because you don't have enough courage, I don't fucking know, but you don't know what's going on. Like, and same thing with Iris, if she's the gold, who knows what the fuck that means, you know, like, but you're gonna save for it and then all of a sudden it's not that good. And again, I know the opinion is that, oh well, then you just save for the next good character. It's like, oh, so I should lose out on 4 black cores, or yeah, pretty much 4 of them, right? Waiting for 2 golds, and then if the black cores are actually good, I can't utilize them. I think people have this illusion, in my opinion, that if everyone has every character in the game, that everyone would still run the same shit. And I highly disagree with that. I think that if everyone had every character in the game, which is impossible in a gacha, but you would see more variety. You would see a lot more variety. Reason being is, if you look at fighting games, right? You look at League of Legends, you look at games where the community in a game has access to every character, give or take. You know, League of Legends, you do have to unlock them by playing. I think they still have the money option to do that, but you play a flat fee pretty much to unlock it. Smite, you pay a $30 fee, you get access to all the characters currently in the game and any character that they release. Awesome system, by the way. I know that some people wouldn't want that in gacha because, oh my god, we also would have to work on stuff that's not heroes and work on the actual balance of things and just equipment. Fuck me if that would have happened, right? But you would actually see more unique teams, in my opinion. Now, yes, there's going to be a meta, and the problem is that the meta would be easily counterable. If you were to let the first Guardian meta rock, people would counter the fuck out of it very easily by having the heroes that counter it, but they don't. And they can't test the unit, they can't invest on anything because they don't have the power to. Like, we've been saying from the dawn of time that Janae and Shell technically would be a really good counter, because the hallucinate aspect, you'd be able to use it and then they wouldn't be able to really attack back against her. But who has those 2 resources, and who has those 2 resources strong enough to combat that stuff? It's just not possible. Maybe a whale could try it, but why would a whale try it? A whale's doing that to get ahead, to have the strongest team possible. He's not trying to test anything. I mean, he could, maybe if he's a YouTuber or something like that, like Dark Microtransaction, he could probably do a video like, let's see how strong this is, but he's considered the 1 or 2% or whatever, the very small percent of the actual game community. And even if he was to showcase something, it's unlikely that you can replicate it, if that makes any sense. So when whales show you stuff, it's like, well, if you can get this guy's attack to 4,000 and this guy, it's easy. All you need to do is XYZ. And it's like, bro, I can't even, you're talking about XYZ. I'm still on L. I'm nowhere near that. I can't even fathom getting to that point. So I think that that's very important to know, and it's very important that when these characters do come up, if Scarlet was, in my opinion, she's not that good, she's okay, but if the next one comes out that's really good, I think DeviousSketcher is really going to be good with the base of Ice Shower and Summer's Blessing. Should be on paper really good, and he's already really good. I keep saying really good because it's a really good phrase. It also sounds really good coming out the mouth. Keeping that in mind, are you gonna skip over DeviousSketcher? My account doesn't have DeviousSketcher. In all respective purposes, I should summon for DeviousSketcher to get DeviousSketcher. So I have him, and the fact that with that buff on top of him, it's very strong. But should I? I don't know, because Valentina might come out and just be packing a lot of heat. We already now know how the colors work. We know that there's going to be 2 golds because in the game it shows us that no matter what, you know, we go to Awakening, 2 golds, the rest are black. Pass, 2 golds, the rest are black. This one is 6er actually, not 7. 1 2 3 4 5 6. This one has 6, not 7. 2 golds, the rest are black. This one has 7. Like, it's the common theme. 2 golds, the rest are black. It's the common theme of the fake core within a theme. 2 golds, the rest are black, and this is pretty much black, but just a little bit more pricey because, you know, Baraka's got that Louis Vuitton on, you know. So you're gonna see the same thing here, but we don't know the order. By the way, before I get out of here, can we please talk about this? What the fuck, dude? How did I? This is legendary, dude. Why is nobody talking about this, man? Oh my god. Hold on, does she like say the same shit? Yeah, it's the same verse. Dude, it's too funny.
Get shattered into pieces. The breath of ice, the iceberg of eternity.
Bro, I know Bathory is overpowered as fuck, but God, it would be so funny if they gave that away. You know, but it's too much power. Anywho, just thought I'd share that. I feel like no one knew that that was in there. But the fake core is a very important aspect of the game. As you can see, that they're gonna add new characters eventually, but that's just how the game works. Like the game is very focused around the skin aspect of the game. They're not selling it as a cosmetic. They're selling it as a battle, you know, advantage. So pretty much that, you know, getting these skins are very important to your account, very important to the meta. So I do think that they should be looking at it as something that should be a little bit easier to obtain, in my opinion. In a lot of other, at least I come from Epic 7, Summoner's War, 7 Deadly Sins, Knights Chronicles. Everyone pretty much will have the characters. It's not a fact of trying to limit people to have the characters, but it's about balancing the game, saying that everyone has the characters, which to me is a completely different philosophy, and it's better for the player base that they can engage in the game. If you go online and you can't engage into that stuff because you don't have the ability to, I do think that that's a problem. Where you put your paywall, because there's a paywall in gachas, let's not be stupid. There's a paywall in the gacha, right? It just depends on where they feel like laying it down. And where you feel like playing it down, when you isolate people, you have to be cautious of where you're isolating them. You have to make a decision on where you're gonna put that wall. And if the wall to me is on characters, I think that you're fucking up. I think that it is better, and also it lets them get away with not having to balance the game, because it could be like, well, you know, that's a more rare thing to occur. Not everyone has that unit, so we can't nerf it too strongly, because then the very few people that have it will be screwed over, and that's not fair. But if everyone has it, then you do have to change it. That's why you see balances in MOBA games and stuff like that. They have to change it because everyone can use that character. Everyone's fighting against it. Everyone's using it. And that's what's so strong about it. That's what's strong about most of the Dragon Bloods. That's why they nerfed the Dragon Blood passive, because you might not have the characters. You saw that they didn't nerf any of the characters. They nerfed the passive because everyone has access to the passive. Same thing with this, which is why I want them to nerf the banners. So let me know what you guys think. I'm rambling a little bit too long, but I know some of you guys appreciate this type of video, so I wanted to make it just focusing on the banner. There's some other things that we need to talk about, but I'm concerned about that. I'm always concerned about the summoning aspect of the game because I feel like it's the most important. It's a hero collector, for Christ's sake. How you collect the heroes is important, in my opinion, moreover so than anything else that's in the game. A lot of other stuff like the maze, we'll talk about that once we get more information. I don't want to make a video on it. I want to know whether or not to get my pitchfork or my praise sign, because I'll praise the fuck out of line games if it's godlike. You know me, my title would be like, yo, what the fuck, this is so awesome. Maybe have my face like, oh, and shit like that. So, but if it's bad, you know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna be like, yo, come on. That's what it is. Anywho, hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe if you did. We just hit 5K. I know we hit 5K. I'm not like stupid. I know that we hit 5K. I still have some things working for it. I didn't expect it to happen this quickly, so I'm still trying to find some cool stuff to drop on the 5K video. But yeah, we hit 5K. Just remember, guys, that every day at the casino is your lucky day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.